Hey guys, Daniel Battaglia here for Sportspoken Daily Sports Recap for Saturday, October 11th. Some great games on tap for you guys. All 30 NHL teams playing, which is pretty big. Never only happened like once before. Some great football matches in college, and then of course both the championship series for the MLB played tonight, and that's what I'm going to start out with. I'm going to start in the ALCS with the Royals versus the Orioles. Kansas City took this one 6-4. Obviously, second game played. Royals have a 2-0 lead in that series now. I think they're definitely going to take it back to Kansas City and finish it out as they did with the Angels in the last round. Game one of the NLCS was played tonight with the Giants shutting out the Cardinals in St. Louis 3-0. Big win for the Giants there. Obviously, hard place to play in St. Louis, especially during the October during the postseason. So great win by the Giants there, taking that 3-0. Next, I'm going to go on to some notable NHL games. We're going to start with the team who's already played the most games, the Montreal Canadiens, taking a 4-3 victory over the Flyers in a shootout. Big win for Montreal. They already what 3-0, so huge, absolutely huge win for the Canadiens, just continuing their three-game dominance already. I mean, they're always expected to be a top team, especially after last year. So great game by the Canadians. Next, Arizona beating the defending Stanley Cup champions 3-2 in overtime, leaving the defending Stanley Cup champion Kings without a win and only 1 point through two games. Obviously, most people are saying, "Oh, that's not a big thing," but I mean, that's a big thing. You want to get started. You don't want to have that Stanley Cup hangover like some teams do, and clearly Los Angeles showing a little bit of it right now, but it's only two games, so who knows what could happen after. Minnesota taking a 3-0 win over Colorado. Already played Colorado once and beat them 5-0. So this is another huge win for Minnesota. Darcy Kemper keeping up his clean sheet with 0 goals against and a 1,000 or 100 save percentage, depending how you look at it. Great win by Minnesota, showing that they really deserve to be there, beating a top team like Colorado. Next, Anaheim beating Detroit in Detroit 3-2. Late winner by Ryan Getzlaf. First win of the season for the Ducks after a 6-4 loss against the Penguins. And speaking of the Penguins, they won 5-2 over Toronto tonight. Sidney Crosby, another 3 points. 6 points in 2 games is just... He's making a push to be MVP again. And another big win for Pittsburgh, 11 goals in 2 games. I mean, 6 points from their captain and arguably the best player in the NHL. Next, we got probably the biggest game, not in terms of rivalry or anything, but upset-wise. Washington shutting out Boston 4-0. Washington really showing that they want to be there, really showing that they can play with the best of them, and Boston dropping a game they probably should have had, at least not 1 point, rather than just getting shut out in it. But overall, great game, great night for the NHL. Just all 30 teams playing, lots of exposure everywhere. So great night for the NHL there. And we're gonna move on to the big weekend in college football. If you didn't think last weekend was big enough for you, here's some more craziness happening in college football for you. First we have Notre Dame surviving the late push by UNC to win the game 50-43. Great win by Notre Dame. Really needed that win against an unranked UNC. UNC made an awesome push there, so can't fault them at all for that loss. But according to ESPN, we got the highest scoring game at Notre Dame Stadium, which is just crazy. I mean, 93 points is a lot anyways, but I mean, for how long Notre Dame's been playing there, I mean, that's just crazy to think that that's the highest scoring game. Next, we have got Georgia versus Mizzou, probably one of the biggest stories of the night. Not only Georgia was missing their Heisman candidate running back, Todd Gurley, but they also shut out Mizzou 34-0. Obviously, Mizzou's ranked number 23, so this might not look too good for them. But once again, great push by Georgia to come out and win. Not only win, but shut out a team without their Heisman candidate, running back Todd Gurley. He's currently under investigation by the NCAA and put on probation. No official investigation report by the NCAA. However, most people are saying it's because he signed some memorabilia. Money scandal, can't do it. So, big loss there for Georgia, but a even bigger win in terms of the actual game they played. Next, we're going to go on to a Pac-12 game between Oregon and UCLA. Oregon proved that they deserve to be where they're at, and UCLA proved that they just keep falling. Score was 42-30, excuse me, sorry. But if you watch the game, Oregon really dominated that game. UCLA dropping 2 weeks in a row. Obviously, Oregon higher ranked, but still not good to be dropping games against ranked teams, no matter how much higher or whatever. I mean, after losing to Utah last weekend, UCLA may drop even farther in the rankings. Next, we have Ole Miss and Texas A&M. Ole Miss making a push to if at least keep it at number 3, if not move up after the 35-20 win over Texas A&M. Obviously, Texas A&M lower ranked than them, but once again, they're making a push because, after their upset of Alabama, they show they can hang at the top of the standings right there. So, great win by Ole Miss. Definitely showing that they deserve to be where they're at, if not even a little bit higher. Next, we have got probably one of the biggest games in college football this weekend. Mississippi State and Auburn. Obviously, Mississippi State taking this game 38-23. Mississippi State has 3 consecutive wins over top 10 teams. Now, once again, Auburn was higher ranked than Mississippi State, 3-2. Mississippi was 3, Auburn was 2, but that was an absolutely huge win by Mississippi State, making a push to be number 1 in the AP polls, and I don't see why not. Showing that they can hang, just like Ole Miss is showing that they can hang at the top. Mississippi State showing that they can hang at the number 1 position after beating Auburn this weekend. So thank you guys for listening. I'm Daniel Battaglia again, new staff writer for Sportspoken, and I hope you enjoyed this video.